Welcome to week one, my first game in minors, where I have elected to receive and the opposition have received a blitz. Not really what you want, especially when they have a couple of very speedy players. They've got these bull centaurs who move at 6 but can do 3 GFIs, which they love to do and never seem to fail. So he's got a blitz, so my finely crafted plan to beat him up means nothing, because now he can come and beat me up. And so he blitzes my Black Orc on the edge, brings in all his players to make all my hits tricky, and tries to sneak this ball down the outside. Now I'm hampered by the fact the guy collecting the ball is only movement 5, and it's a very deep kick. Luckily, he rolls double ones, which helps a little, but the ball goes even further back. So I am up shit creek with not much of a paddle. And the best I can do is come in and mark this guy, so if I'm moving around as much, and try and get some hits in. Very first hit, it's a 1 and 9. Now arguably, this guy over here has block, he could have made his hit. This guy here has block, he could have made his hit. Is he the guard guy? No, he couldn't have made his hit. That was the plan, that he would come in here and he could make the hit first, but it turns out that was bollocks. So I screwed it up. It was all a big fat mistake. And all my own fault. But yeah, I should have taken that hit first. And that hit first. But whatever. Here's what it is. So I roll double skulls into a skull and skull. Or something equally shit. So basically he's got effectively 2 free turns. Before I've even had a chance to do anything. And it's very hard to come back from that. Very, very, very hard. Comes in and beats up my Pommer. Just a push, thankfully. Pommer, he's got claws. No, he's not got... Yeah. So he's got piling on. Which means he can chuck himself on the ground to get an extra chance to break your armour or your injury roll. So it ain't looking good for me. And he comes in for the foul, because, you know, why would you not when you're in such a dominating position? And of course scores an injury. It's only a badly hurt, but I choose to Apo it. My Oppo in chat says, "Oh, I can't believe you Appo'd that, blah, blah, blah." And I'm already pretty pissed off, so, you know, I treated that with the disdain it deserved. So I'm under a ton of pressure. I've got a hit here to let me get this guy back. To let me get a blitz on this guy. And arguably that's bad placement. I should have gone further up the field and... I don't know, but this ball's got break tackle, which means you can dodge away very easily. So that's annoying. So I'll probably cot that up. Do manage to pick the ball up, thankfully. But it is by no means safe. Get a couple of hits in. But I'm massively dominated here. And these 2 little hits really don't do a lot for me. Stun is helpful, but not particularly useful. Go for the 1D, get a push. That's somewhat helpful. I can push him onto the troll. Probably just means the troll's going to get his face panned. So I'm man down. 2 turns have gone, and I've so far got the ball 2 squares forward from my end zone. It's just a shit show. Oh no, let's get the bull in. Maybe I should have marked him with the Black Orc back along when I had the chance to. So now really I'm faced with a dodge away. That's my best bet to get away from this guy's dodge. And it's, can I somehow muster something? Poor old Black Orc getting smashed in the face. Poor old troll getting 1D'd. Getting stunned. I mean, basically the armour's breaking left, right, down. I mean, that was a claw hit, which effectively treats my armour 9 as armour 7, so... And then he dodges this getaway. So a wee bit of trouble here. So I see some space over here with another guy, so I think I'll dodge out and go over here. It's kind of my best bet. Knock a few of his guys down. He's left this Claw guy on the right unmarked, which is somewhat helpful. So if I can get, I think getting out to here is probably my best bet. So from an utterly dominant position, I don't think he's played it particularly well. He's relying on me failing a dodge, which is only a 2+ dodge. Of course I fail it, but on the reroll. So I'm also down to 1 reroll, and it's turn 3. Glorious. Have to do a GFI to get into a safe position. Argue that's now a square too far back, but what can you do? And I can get a full cage. That's a square too far back, should have been 1 forward, but I can change my mind halfway through. So, you know, it's about as good as it's going to get from that shit show position, but my team's utterly split. I've got 5 here, and the rest of the guys stuck over here. So it's just completely split, and all I have to do is put a few in the middle, and I'm in massive trouble. And he's still beating me up for fun. And of course he can foul with impunity. He's already a man up. He's got 2 reserves. He doesn't blitz the cage, I don't think, this turn, which surprises me. And unless sending this guy all the way over there doesn't seem that great to me. I thought he could leave it like this, which is great for me, but he break tackles out. And just this guy being here just makes it much harder. I thought I'd be able to get way back into the centre through this guy, but no, he break tackles. Which is like a 3+ roll or something. And then he knocks out the Black Orc. So now I'm 2 men down. Deep in my own half, with my team isolated from the other half of the team. Troll at least plays nice. This guy can come in here, give me an assist. Probably should have been that square. 1 forward. That's a mistake. Yeah, if I'd done that, well, it wouldn't have made a huge difference. Make some kind of a cage. Stand him up. Get a claw hit on his ball. So not terrible. I just didn't quite have the movement to get where I wanted. So, you know, I've now progressed 1, 2, 3, 4 squares from the end zone. Whoop whoop. If he'd been 1 further up, I could have got him in there. So, you know, minor mistake there. But, you know, it's looking better than it was. But, you know, I've got 4 turns left and I'm so far deep it's unreal. And it's just easy for him to just keep banging me on 2 dice. Another knockout, 3 men down. I mean, it's pretty bad. And that's only 50-50 of them to come back for the second half, so it's looking pretty bad. 1 injury, 2 knockouts. He spends a lot of time beating me up, which, you know, isn't a shocking idea. Again, a claw hit on the guy, gets away with it. But just the fact that he can come in the front here. If that had been a Black Orc there, that would have been a much better position. So, again, that positioning reversal there was unfortunate. Doesn't move that guy in anywhere, just leaves him where he stood. I guess he's... You know, there's a bit of space off to the left, which I can get to just by getting rid of this guy. But unfortunately, this guy's stuck here. So I see a nice little move. And the Troll's going down and getting fouled, obviously. Good old Troll. Just a stun. So I do see a move here in that this is a guard guy. If this guard guy punches him and follows up, gives me an assist on this guy. And if this guard guy comes into here, I don't know, I thought I saw something, but you'll see. So I send him out wide, so I get 2 dice here. Fortunately, it doesn't move him. So now I haven't got the assist here. And this is probably a mistake, because now I've put players in that I didn't have spare to do this 2 dicer, which just gets me a push. And now I'm going to struggle to protect the ball, so kind of annoyed at myself. That was a little bit hasty. The best thing to come up with is stick him in there and to smack this guy away like this. At least get a knockout, which is heading in the right direction. And I've got to come back to guard against him coming around the back with the ball. Which, of course, the GFI fails. And now down to no rerolls. 3 turns left. No chance of scoring, basically. So it's really a case of, can I stop him scoring on my drive now with a handful of men. He's got all the advantages. And the only thing going in my favour is he's concentrating all his material on beating me up and very little on trying to score. But this turn he kind of switches that plan a bit. I think he realises getting more hits is probably better. So he decides to blitz this guy, which is fine. He could have blitzed the ball if he engineered it a bit, but doesn't. It doesn't knock him down, that's great. Doesn't knock him down. Doesn't mark him. Goes for a Black Hawk foul. Just a stun. So I start my turn trying to stand up the troll, because he's not going to get a man next to him. I think if I blitz him, get him off me, and come around to here, I can get this ball back into a bit of a cage. When it's somewhat of a cage, it's about the best I'm going to get. I can maybe dodge away with this guy. And that is literally the best I can do. It leaves the dirty player out to dry, but that's just that's what I'm left to now. 2 more turns to survive without letting him score. And there's a chance, you know, there's a chance. All my KOs come back in the second half, maybe. There's a chance that I can turn him over and score, or stop him from scoring. I mean, there's a chance. It's found the stunned guy, which is, you know, not the greatest plan, but he wants to get rid of the dirty player. It's a knockout, so, you know, still not had a single send-off yet. It's what, 5 fouls now? Right, tackles into here, which is good for me because it gives me a hit. And comes and marks this guy, not the end of the world. And comes into here. Because this guy's got guard, I've got these 2 free players. So, there's a chance here. And so I see some space. If I can get round behind his guys, I can use the Black Hawk and maybe this guy to get in. And all I have to do is knock this guy down. So 2 dice here with him. Bring this guy around for the blitz. Follow, if he goes down, follow on through, get the ball safe. I'm not going to make it safe any other way. And it's pretty much all I've got. But no rerolls. Just a push, annoying. Feel I have to follow just to tie some people up. There goes the blitz. Go on, kill him. At least it knocks him down. Can't follow because the guy's there. So now I've got to get up here. And unfortunately, and that's a GFI just to get to here. He at least stands up, which is nice. So I can get him in. Maybe arguably he should have been across here. The troll doesn't complete the screen. So I've got to get him in. And he's got to go at least 1 GFI. Yeah, so the second GFI did me. And arguably I should have stopped after 1 because I could have brought this guy up and had, you know, a based cage, but a cage. So maybe that was a GFI too far. That's been keeping me awake all last night. So obviously I'm going to get punched again. But if I could have just got the ball there in my hand still, I had a chance of stopping him from getting the score. And I wish I hadn't gone for that GFI, but you know, if it had worked, better position. I didn't like leaving him on the sidelines, he was too surfable, but so basically this half's been a complete dicing. He's broken armour a lot of times on me. He got the blitz in the first place. My instant fail with a 1 in 9. 1 in 89. Goes for the foul, which I think is a mistake. Because if he gets sent off here, it ends his turn. And he wants to score. I guess he figures he can do it anyway. The troll finally comes to life. Stand these guys up to give me some vague chance. Blitz this guy because it's... I should have stood this guy up first. That was a mistake there. Should have stood him up before I did the blitz. But he can get in and mark these two. Then I stand this guy up laterally. So I've done, you know, with the tiny amount of players I've got, about the best I can do here. But it's really easy for him to blitz this guy off. Just needed a push. And then he's got to get rid of this Black Orc, which he can do by following up. Or we could have moved any number of players in. He had all the picks in the world. Just need to push again. 2 pushes. Pick up. Hand off. Score. Takes the hits. I mean, you know, chances are 1 or 2 of these aren't coming back. You know, I do have 3 reserves to replace them, so it's not terrible. So I'm going to be starting... It's just the quality of what I'll start the second half with is the only question. And, you know, could fail this. Doesn't. So I'm 1-0 down on my drive, which is pretty disastrous. So as first halves go, that's pretty bad. But it ain't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't over yet. Two come back, that's good. So I've got some quality coming in. His doesn't, which is maybe useful. So who's been left out? Yeah, this is ideally the guy that I want to score on. So, you know, a Mighty Blow Blitzer is a loss for me. I do not yet have to field the Goblin though, so life is good. I got the Goblin for the 1 turn, so I figure if I can hold him out, and he scores, you know, in his turn 8, I've got a chance of drawing it with a 1 turn, and I'm clinging to that hope throughout this. Oh no, I haven't. If I can stop him scoring, I've got a chance for a 1 turn. But, you know, I've got nothing. So I've set up for my rule of 5. I've put 2 Linos, and I put this Agi Up guy on there because I figure he's less valuable to me than the Dirty Player. First hit. He's dead. I've used the app already. Arguably, maybe wrongly, but yeah. Great. First hit, dead player. Well, that one mattered to me a little bit. This one's got 5-star player points. The other guy only had 7, but he had a skill. Second hit. Push on the troll. It's a claw hit on the troll. This guy, no Mighty Blow, no claw, no nothing. Dead. You just can't make it up. So again, I'm 2 players down before I even get to play a turn. It's just... And, you know, he's got quite a lot of guard. He's got... Oh, I don't know, he could not make it up. But, you know, my Mighty Blow might fire. I've got some Poms. I'm going to get a Pom hit on this guy. Pom's risky because he'll come and Dirty Player me. Oh, he comes. Who's even fouling? Oh, he's fouling this guy, right, yeah. Yeah. So I'm 3 players down before my first turn. So already the chance of stopping him from scoring is pretty much gone. It's just... I'm going through the motions now. Can I get anything out of this game? Can I? And again, I don't want to pile on because he'll just come and foul me. And this is my best player, or my second best player. I've got a hit. Yeah, it's gone down. Nothing. So I'm just trying to protect my better players here. Troll goes for it, just a push. Going for it again. Troll's got Mighty Blow. Hit on the Armour 8 guy, Armour 7 guy. Nothing. Give me a follow-up hit with this guy, which is good. That frees up my Dirty Player guy. And that was my turn. And he just steps back in. He's going to 2 dice to Troll. No problem at all. He's going to do whatever the hell he wants, really, isn't he? It's a GFI to get around there, I think. Not the move I'd have made, but... Brings the ball up. Move this guy downfield a bit, why not? Comes in on my guard dude. Wanders off to... Oh, he's not fouling. Unbelievable, Jeff. Guess it's not enough of an advantage for him. And I thought I'd get hit back, but no. So, yeah, it's all shit. At least the troll's still playing nicely. Decided to blitz this guy, his most forward player. Just a push. Arguably should have pushed him a different direction. I was trying to engineer a hit on this guy, but it's not really on. So arguably should have, given up on that hit at this point. It is on by putting the guard in, but I don't really want to put the guard in. If I'd followed up, it'd be a much better spot. Just a push. Continuing my amazing run of dice. Dodge out, fails. Because he's going to get claw hit. He's going to get hit by this guy with claw. Because he's got a guard over here. Or here. Yeah, there it is. So it's going to be a 2 dice claw hit. Why take a 2 dice claw hit? Arguably the guard's not a bad spot there. But he's probably getting fouled. So now he brings the ball up the other side, which is intriguing. Takes down my Black Orc. That's the GFI. Could have just stepped it in here. I guess he couldn't because he didn't have enough assists. This guy doesn't have guard. So the troll's down again. Glorious. Chucks this guy in around here. Blitzes this guy. He's down as well. And who's going to die next? Oh, he's going for the troll. Okay. At least the troll dies. He's got regen, right? And stunned. So I'm in a pretty shit spot, but, do the best I can. Bring this guy central. Because I'm going to be doing the blitz with this guy and the hob. Again, armor 7. I've got mighty blow. Finally a removal. It's always nice when you feel that vague little bit of hope, isn't it? Just a push there. Bring him in there. Stand him up. I mean, it's by no means great, but, he can't come whizzing down for the quick score because I've got a couple of guys hanging back. I think this is the turn that finally doesn't go all golden for him. A push, you see. A push on the dirty player. That's not a knockdown. A push on the Black Orc. Not a knockdown. He nearly fucks up here. So he nearly goes to do the foul before he moves the ball, which would have been an easy 2 dice on it. But in the last minute he remembered. So now he's off to do a foul. Ah, he realised he couldn't foul because it would leave the ball to expose. So, there's a vague chance of a something here. I move him in to do the assist, get the claw guy. That happens. Lets me get the Black Orc in. Lets me stand the troll up on a 3+. Do this hit first. Means I've got a hit here. Troll stands up, which is lovely. He can now move, which is why I delayed the hit. That works as well. Arguably shouldn't follow here. That might have been a mistake. I thought he couldn't get me on 2 dice, but this guy's got guard, so he can. So that was a mistake. Come round here, and it's a 1 dice on him. Just a both down, re-roll it. Again, a both down. Bit of a pain in the arse, that. It would have been nice to get him down, but it was only a 1. So maybe I should have hit somebody else, but... In the meantime, he starts beating me up again. So the one turn where it didn't go all golden for him, I managed to scramble together some kind of a thing, but... But I ain't got a lot to stop him. This ball's going in. As it has been since the 2 Cas and the LOS hits and the knockout on the foul. It's never not going in, really. I mean, the guy's barely even had to play this game. It's just going through the motions. It's just not make horrendous mistakes, really. Dodging away from another foul. Just a stun. So there's a sniff of a maybe of something this turn if that had been a knockdown. But it's not. And the troll goes stupid, which doesn't help either. So all that sniff of a maybe of something. I mean, this is, you know, an uphill, desperation uphill, just to get something touching the ball to give him some slight difficulty. 2 dice here. Stun, somewhat useful, but I mean, the reality is it's so easy to clear this guy off, and this guy's doing nothing here. He's doing nothing. It's a 2 dice hit. Can't even make a hit here because it's better to tie the guys up. The fact the troll went stupid really didn't help. So, like I said, easy peasy to get him out. And he's injured, which is frustrating. Luckily, it's only a badly hurt, so it won't screw me for the next game as well. Just needs to get this guy out of the way and he's golden. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Engineers this hit here. Because the troll is stupid. Which is annoying. So hit into further hits if it was only a push. And he's got the ball plus a spare guy to come down here. Risky foul. I mean, it did occur to me, if that foul hadn't worked, the ball was a little exposed. Not entirely sure what I could have done, but yeah, I could have stood up this guy, blitzed him out of the way and based the ball. There wasn't a lot, to be fair, but I mean, you know, it was a little bit of a risky foul. Another KO. But finally he's been sent off after, what was that, 6, 7, 8 fouls? It's supposed to be a 1 in 6. No, it's a 1 in 6 plus a 1 in 6. What does that make it? Don't know. So really what I've got is a Hail Mary dodge in here. So I'm doing my best to set up for that. 5 plus dodge in, I think it is. It's just never going to work, but I've literally got nothing else to try and stop him from scoring. And my only chance of getting a draw is to stop him from scoring and do that 1-turn touchdown. Should have stood this guy up first before he made that hit, because I had a hit on the ball there. So he's trying to score on this ball, which is, you know, good skills, which means he's got to try a handoff this turn, so he's got a second chance if he fails. Well, it's not hard for him to mark me up enough that I'm not a great danger to him. And he doesn't care if he doesn't score it. He doesn't need to score on the hobgob. Score on this guy is much more important. So basically that's a, you know, I'm dominating so far that I can afford to hand off to a ball play. And that leaves me 2 turns to try and score back, which, you know,